2 hours less time we have.
Vegetable.
So, welcome back to Dragoning Your Dungeon. What happened last week?
BadDragon.com.
Nothing of consequence.
Nothing of
Now that-
consequence. Yeah.
Now that we got that out of the way, Pink, what actually happened last week?
Vess
Shopping
drank.
episode. We had a shopping
Vess,
episode.
yeah, Vess was drinking.
Mhm.
That's my contribution.
That's not a contribution. That's like saying Vest was an elf.
So it was a Monday
That
for
was
Vess.
Vess's contribution.
Mhm. Yeah,
There was
the
a-
part.
There was shopping.
There was
There
shopping.
was shopping, but first
was
we
shopping.
save one of the gnomish orphans that had pickpocketed Zoria much earlier on the previous bit.
Wait.
Okay, Fitch hurried to save this child
Thank you.
after Zoria ignored it.
Polymorph can't revive the dead. I don't care how good a healing spell it is.
Yeah, we found a mimic chewing on one of the 3 kids.
Which one?
The girl.
What's her name?
The girl.
Go on.
I think it was Mitts.
It's either Mitts, Bits, or
In the
What's the other one?
notes. Someone look at it. I'm finishing up this report for a while.
okay. Mitts ran in.
Bits, Mitts, and Bits.
Bits was the one being chewed. Bits was trying to get the Fitz.
Mitts.
Holy fuck! Why did you do this?
They're gnomish names. Tell me I'm wrong.
Gnomes do have funny names. Yeah.
Not enough hyphens, though.
No, they're not elvish names. No, I'm
No.
sorry. Those are apostrophes.
Yeah,
That's
the
a-
apostrophes are elvish. Definitely.
If you don't have at least 3 apostrophes in your name, you're not a full elf.
Vest?
Tell that to
Not
the
a full
she-elf.
elf.
Apparently.
Only a half-breed must be.
You just got gate kept out of racism. Congratulations.
They love you.
La vie.
That's French. And that's not. So yes, we saved 3 gnomes. What else happened, Pink?
We saved 3 gnomes. Jarek stabbed a mimic to death after it was being inconvenient to him. Collected some bits. Not the bits, but bits of the. This is what you do, Gump. Oh.
Not the gnome bits, but the mimic bits.
Fitch did medicine on the mauled
Gnome bits?
girl. Yeah, on the gnome bits, on the mauled girl. And we proceeded to ask the children if they had seen Castlemere, whose first name I don't remember. Gump.
Scott.
Elias.
It's now Scott.
Theodore.
Scott.
Scotty doesn't
Alex.
know. Let's go.
That's a good movie. Ooh.
What did you say, Lucky?
The Castlemure's nephew is Elias.
It's the nephew,
No.
yes.
His name.
Who are you looking for? I'm
Castlemure's
Castlemure's
name.
first name.
Castlemere's first name. No one remembers.
his first name. His second name or his last name is Castlemere.
What's his
You-
first name?
Lord.
Lord Castlemere.
uh, okay. The children said that they had seen him around a bookshop. The party went, scouted the bookshop using Zora's arcane eye, and found it was a bookshop.
Oh.
Yeah, shocking.
Like magic really paying off them dividends.
Yeah, like very good use of 4th level spells there. And after that, we decided that we would go to the bookstores, regular guests to try and scout it out. And then we had a fun session at the night market, offloading a bunch of magical items which half of us did not remember we had. Thank you, Chaz.
In fairness, that's because a lot of the stuff Jarek sold predates everyone in the party but Jarek. Some of that shit was stuff that was acquired by Edric, Althane, Shell, and crew.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably had to go back and make a couple trips from the cart.
Fuck no, that's what he has in the bag.
That's what the bag is for, yeah.
He doesn't trust us to not lose that fucking cart. Jarek has taken steps.
Plus, you could probably
So,
just
yeah.
locate object on the cart.
You say
If
that.
it was prepared. Not the case.
That being said, however, there was a rapier that Zoria fancied.
Yes, which was
Frostbrand rapier, as I
ridiculously
recall.
expensive. Yes.
It seemed meh.
It was 5,000 gold worth of expensive.
Which you have
Yeah,
about
it's
half of.
about the cost of an estate.
Whereas
Yeah.
we sold 6 enchanted items for 1,500
Yep.
Yeah.
or
And
so.
Zoria bought a scroll of flight as well for the Cloak of the Manta Ray plus 100 gold.
And for anyone listening, they did try to talk Jarek out of selling everything in one place and finding a better place to sell them, but Jarek would not have any of that.
In fairness, most of that stuff was just Jarek.
Fair.
And it was all stolen goods. And this guy was like,
Yeah.
don't tell me where
Yeah.
you got it.
Which is exactly why Jarek went with him.
Yeah.
Less ask questions they ask, the better.
During that evening and day, Jarek and Fitch got progressively more tired as the day went on.
Which may or may not have had anything to do with their poop escapades.
Poopscapades.
Either the poopscapades or
It's a shitty portmanteau.
And
their
then
diet.
went to bed and got worse.
So much worse.
Zora and Vess have no idea because they sleep in different rooms. And when the boys didn't show up, they decided to go to the bookstore.
Yep.
And Zora was immediately sidetracked. And was useless.
Yes.
Zoria found things at the bookstore.
What did Zoria
She
find?
did. She found... One of the books she found was the same one she had read about seizures before, but it had an interesting message to try and focus on when events of power are happening or something like. Lucky has the exact phrase
It
here.
was note to self.
Note to self. Wait for significant events or for the planets to align.
Can't wait till we get to season 4 when Zoria has to time travel back and leave that note in that book for herself.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Bess, on the other hand, found a book on how to make strawberry wine and a book on local histories that does have a mention of Castlemere. So Vess bought both of those books, and that way smarter people than him can peruse the historical section regarding Castlemere and all of the stuff there.
Zoria bought a book on elven culture.
How'd that go?
She was excited.
Never once has Castlemure's first name been given in session. I just skimmed through 18 months worth of notes.
Yeah, I didn't think it had.
That fast? Holy
She
Come
just
you
fuck.
ass.
She just searches for the name Castlemere and reads all the pertaining passages.
Control F.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
wouldn't be too hard. Control F is
Godsend,
yeah.
Control F, I believe. Yes, okay.
please teach people Control F.
Fuck, I'd be happy if you could teach people copy paste.
Or Control Z.
Or Control Z is a big one.
Yeah.
If you're not perfect like me.
So Zoria and Ves are in the common room when we left
Yeah.
them.
How much was it for the books? I don't remember.
It was like
Did I
16 gold total
did I mark that?
between the two of you.
Mm.
Ves
I
paid
marked the 2 I bought.
yeah, I think Ves paid about 10.
No, Ves purchased
Ves
both
paid-
his for 7. Zoya, I believe,
Oh.
paid 10, but
Six.
it's not written down.
I believe she paid 6.
6. Yes, Zoria
That's
6.
right. She
Alright.
only purchased 1 book.
No, I got 2.
No,
Zoria
Zoya
bought
got
one.
1 book
Oh,
for 6.
Zori got.
Ves got the
Zori just got
history
that.
and wine for 7.
Gotcha.
Pink, you have such a look of despair on your face right now.
Oh, it's just that I'm trying to organize my desktop to play, but I have so much shit open. Also, my finances are in disarray. Gump, how much have we spent so far in like lodging?
You've been here like all of 2 nights.
So 2 gold.
Call it 4.
Okay.
2 rooms,
Do you
2
wanna?
nights.
Yeah, I feel like we do. Like we each pitch in a gold or something.
Okay.
There you go.
You are muted. No,
I'm a-
Chaz.
Oh.
He came. He was walking through and said "nope" very loudly.
Moving on. Okay. Reservoir's filled.
Is that what you call the toilet?
That's what I call the automated spray system for the reptiles because I'm bougie.
Yep.
That's why I have to shop at Giant Eagle.
More like we just don't want to have to remember to do it every night.
Sure.
Anywho,
Yes. So Ves and Zoria are sitting in the common room, eating their
Yeah.
curds and whey.
and Jarek is laying out in bed wishing he'd die today.
I feel like it's more like bread and meat. Maybe some cheeses.
What? Fast doesn't eat whey.
Doesn't eat what?
Whey?
Whey?
Yeah.
I mean, probably he does, but
Beth couldn't
This-
tell you if
Ves
Beth
has to
saw
get
it.
those gains.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be like a breakfast thing. Heard some-
No, Beth wouldn't recognize it if you saw it. Beth does not know the way.
Ves does not know the way.
Uh,
Hey Zoria,
yes.
found this book at the bookstore. I'm think like maybe you or Jarek should probably take a look. It's got some stuff about Castle Mirror.
Mm.
And Bess will flip open to the page and pass it over to Zoria while they eat.
Dora will read and absorb the knowledge quietly.
Okay. It speaks of how long Casimir has been in the city. It's not a very long passage, but it speaks of how long he's been in the city, how he gained his estate, which was bought from his father-in-law.
Whitehall.
Yep.
Whitehall. I do remember that name.
And to some of his titles.
Does it have his name?
It does.
What
Is
is
it
his name?
Scotty?
Is it Scotty?
Lord Percival Castlemere.
Percival?
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 Of all the names, Gump?
He is not.
Oh.
No, he is not a
Oh.
Percival.
Yeah, he is now. Oh, he's done. He is done.
He is so
Percy.
dead.
Oh, that is. Oh.
I actually really like that name, but as a character name, that is ridiculous.
Percy. Oh man.
Percival.
With a
Zora's
name like
Castle
that,
name.
killing him might be putting him out of his misery.
Yeah. Oh, Percival. Yeah. Can Zoria ascertain or get any more useful knowledge out of this? I should get my dice.
Yeah. You should make an investigation check.
Did I use Bob for this one?
Is there any way Vess could assist since Vess had read the passage and can kind of like add his own 2 cents into the discussion?
Sure.
Is there any way? Do you know the way?
Yay!
Trump is feeling generous. You should be
Advantage.
careful.
Okay. I'm using clockwork dice because I haven't used that one in a while. Hi, Bob. Oh. Bob rolled a 5. Clockwork rolled a 15. So
22.
22. Yes.
22. Your mod's a +7 on that.
Yep.
By the way, 22.
Everyone knows Zoria's mods for everything. Wisdom, -1.
It's either -1 or +7. There's nothing else.
No in
There's no in
between?
between with
There's
Zoria.
no in between.
That makes sense for her as a character, though.
Yes, it does.
There's a couple here, but the ones that matter.
You find that his wife is buried in the city cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Some 13 years ago.
Cause of death?
Does not mention.
In Al-Nazat's,
We
We are not the cause of death of that one. Don't want to take credit.
Are we? I don't remember all
I
the
never
people
said
we've killed.
that.
You said we.
Yeah, like, don't be so
yes,
eager.
yes.
could be
So
friends, you
she's
don't know.
buried in Al-Nazat's
Mm-hmm.
cemetery?
Yes.
Okay.
Or the book alludes to it, yes.
Interesting.
And that Lord Whitehall, at least at the time of the book's writing, was still alive.
The book is how old?
It does not have a exact date written in it as to the time of its writing.
It's been published by Penguin.
Zora's Cost the Imprecision.
There's no copyright date on it.
Does it say if
It's
Whitehall
at least,
lives?
I'm sorry,
in
Lucky.
theory, the book was published no less or no greater than 13 years ago.
Mhm. It says that he lived in an estate to
In
the
Al-Nazat?
near Al-Nuzat. He retired
And
to an estate near Al-Nuzat.
does it say 13 years ago, or does it give an exact date for the wife's death that is 13 years prior?
It gives a year.
Okay.
13 years prior.
Is there an address with that mention of
No.
a
This does
state?
not find the stars.
What? Why though?
I feel cheated.
Could we find a star map
Hmm.
that has Whitehall's address?
Careful, you're getting dangerously close to summoning Shell.
Yes.
I like that you used Shell as a threat.
Careful! Don't invoke the name.
But you sit there for a few hours reading through this book and trying to find any other information about him. or about Lord Whitehall.
Did the
And-
other chuckle fuck show up?
No.
Eventually, I mean, various people come in and out of the door, and you guys barely even glance up to them. But one of them opens the door, looks around, and approaches you. Excuse me, I have a letter for you.
Is it from Mimic?
What was that about invoking the turtle's name?
Zor.
Are you, let me think. I think Zoria and Vess.
You have a letter for both of us.
Yeah. Pulls out a piece of paper.
No one else. No one else on
Um,
letter.
Do you,
Just us.
I mean, is there a Jarek or
Yes, there is.
Or a
Lizard?
Vess is gonna hold out a hand.
Here.
And open and read.
Okay. I will send you that. Boop.
Hence the letter.
Passes it to Zoria.
Sure.
So you can send Zoria the same.
If you wouldn't mind copying and pasting it.
Oh.
I'm just like, no.
Well,
I'm
every
just gonna
time I
put
do
it
it,
in
it
the-
opens up private messages with you guys, so I don't want it.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
put it in
yeah.
the important information
There you go. That's a good spot for it.
tab.
Yeah.
So
Zoria's
it hands it
gonna-
over to Zoria.
Nobody wants to read it out loud?
I'm fine being left in suspense. I could find it kind of funny.
Hmm. Zora groups like hands the note back, the letter back to the to Vess.
Vess will just pocket it at that point.
Okay.
Glyph of warding would not have worked. It moves too much, too unstable. What kind of maybe?
There's also a reason I grabbed it first, but you know, whatever.
Oh, you want to die first?
Yeah.
We'll put
So
bean.
where are the other two? Getting a little late.
Yes.
You think they're I don't know, conscious?
Boss. At this hour, yes. I hope. Well, I thought they had large meal, so maybe they'd like to sleep it off. Yes, possibility. Yes.
You won't feel like going up and joining them in their room and having a conversation then?
Ah, yes. Let's go. This is important.
I feel like at this point it's probably like early evening since we woke up, we did the whole
Yeah.
shopping thing, bookstore.
Yep.
Came back, had a couple hours in the common room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably
early
like
evening.
8 o'clock or something.
Sure.
Maybe even mid-evening.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay.
Fitch most definitely should be up and at him, and Jarek should be at least coming out of his room by now. Yes, Fitch.
Were the grammatical mistakes intentional?
It's so dirty.
It's not dirty.
Paid.
Why is it dirty? Why is it dirty?
Like, do you mean the commas instead of periods? That type of grammatical stuff?
No. Maybe they'll make something of use of him. Maybe they'll make some use of him. Maybe they'll make something of him. You mashed two phrases together into a bastardization that a mage would never use.
My
Is
immersion's
that
broken.
intentional? Is
My
it a
Yeah,
immersion's
mimic?
broken. It's all
Where
over.
are the hidden messages, Gump?
Right?
campaign is ruined.
Oh man.
There's
I can't tell
no,
if
guys.
ghosts just
There's obviously a
I
puzzle
can't-
here.
You
We
need
need to
to
figure it out.
Take the first letter of every word.
Cast detect
I
magic.
can't
No, we
I
need to
can't
take
tell
the
if it's
third
Gump
letter
being an
of every
engineer
second
and being bad
word.
at writing, or if it's intentional.
Ooh, diss on engineers.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
I
make
mean,
more
come
money
on.
than she
They make
does.
more than us, so they have it coming. There's a trade-off here.
I got a raise today.
See? Told you.
5%.
Ooh.
Congrats, by the way.
Oh,
Thank you.
lucky.
Ooh.
Just yearly.
5% of $1 is
5 cents.
anyway, so it's totally fine to have grammatical errors.
I find it immersion breaking, and it ruins my campaign.
Oh.
Rage quit.
Yeah.
Unplayable.
We go up to
Bitch.
the boys'
The
room.
room.
Yes.
Yeah. Zora will knock before entering because she knows better.
And the door.
If Zoria
maybe
didn't,
locked.
Vess would have.
So there's a knock at the door, boys.
Go away.
The leaves rustle.
Could the tune of go away?
Yes.
There is a it isn't as much as knocking as it is a heavy meat handed what the fuck a massive hand pounding on the door.
Like slapping up against it.
Like, thwomp, thwomp.
Yeah, and that's a closed
Go
fist, but it's too much.
away.
Still.
Get up.
Jarek is stopping to consider whether or not if this would be an abuse of sovereign glue to get the door to stay closed.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah, he doesn't answer the door.
Mhm.
Neither
They've
does the
received
other
as
one.
they've received as much of an answer as they're going to get.
Zora looks at Vess, rolls her eyes, tries to open the door.
No,
Locked?
no,
No?
no, it's fine. It's open.
Jarek is just waiting for dinner to come in.
Yeah, Jarek's just laying under the bed, waiting, hoping somebody fucks around and finds out.
Yeah, he's either waiting for dinner or dessert. We enter.
Enter.
Mhm.
Have they melted?
They are not visible upon immediate entry.
There's a pile of leaves in an unassuming bed.
Well, are the leaves in the bed?
Oh, they're crammed in the corner, like behind the dresser or something.
Very Sika
Yeah.
and
Very nervous, actually.
nerves. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
What is wrong? It's late. You're missing day.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Your insight is baffling.
And why are you? I mean, aren't you always tired?
Complaining.
think-
Yes.
Fuck you both.
Are you?
Go
I
buy
mean-
a rapier or something.
We already went shopping.
Well, do it again. 2 or 3 times. Just let me sleep.
There's some Castlemere stuff, don't you?
Is
you-
important.
Is he here?
No, but he has sent a message.
What did he say?
He said,
Go.
he said, like, we win.
Okay, so he said nothing.
Exactly.
We win when we go back with his head.
Yes.
Glad we agree. Good talk. Can you go away now?
Why are you so tired?
Yes,
Don't you
saltier
have
than usual.
potions to mix or something? You're normally not so bitter.
Delicate.
Huh.
Bitch, it's your turn.
There is a general sound of snuffling in the leaves, as if someone had just kind of just woken up, like he had just been jolted awake.
Bitch, Jerick was just saying how much he wants a good berry. Can you go under this bed and
I
give him one?
swear to God, if you come under here with a good berry, I will turn you into a fucking meal.
Two eyes poke out of the leaves. Doctor is not on duty. The,
Wait, what?
the eyes retract back into the leaves.
Bitch, do you take days off?
The leaves rustle.
What is the day off?
That would be
You know,
funny
like,
if my stomach wasn't trying to turn into a rock.
what is. But why?
I don't know. My stomach suddenly decided to start hating me. I don't even know why I still have a functioning stomach, to be real. But here's the arm.
You still
Are you
digest.
ill? Did you throw up or something?
I don't think I can throw up.
Then why is your stomach doing things?
I
Does your
don't-
stomach do things when you drink blood? Does it go to your stomach?
I don't fucking know. Every time I try to find a book on vampires, it's always like, they're bad. Nothing useful.
Jarek, do you urinate?
Gump, I'm assuming Jerick does not urinate.
We've spoken that you do.
We've spoken about turds.
Yes, you have excrement.
Spoken about bowel movements.
Yes, bowel movements.
Right,
And
he
I
has
believe you
uncomfortable.
still need water or liquid to
Hydration?
hydration, yeah.
So
Oh,
you would
yeah,
have
okay.
water waste?
So yeah, he pisses water.
Just goes right through him.
Pure water. Yeah, it was like a fountain of water.
I
We'll use that
imagine,
later
like,
in the
his bowel
campaign.
Jerick
movements.
is a water.
It's
He
like-
is a water filter.
I'd like to imagine that just like his bowel movements, it's significantly slowed down, so it's
Yep.
like a twice a week kind of thing.
You just produce urates.
Yeah, it's just dark, dark, dark black from all the blood.
Or it purifies the blood out.
Yeah.
So how does Jerick communicate that to Zoria?
Oh yes. I piss rainbows and explanations for nosy hobgoblins who won't let me sleep. Would you like me to show you?
Let me get my notebook.
Bess? Bess, please explain to her I was being threatening.
Sorry, busy drinking.
What is wrong with you two? You're being whinier than usual.
She's right, you know. You're normally not this, mopey.
I'm
Yes.
not normally this in pain.
Why are. Okay.
Why are you in pain?
What part of this conversation did you miss?
Okay, your stomach hurts.
Yes.
And you're tired.
Yes.
Is there anything we're missing here?
No.
Have you tried eating?
There's silence from under the bed.
Fitch, does your stomach hurt?
Yes.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Anything else that's wrong with you that's not normally wrong?
That's a loaded
It's not
question.
normally wrong.
That's a loaded question.
Things that are normally wrong are fine. We're not asking about
That's
those.
baseline. Anything not baseline?
Yes.
This one had a bowel movement 2 days before scheduled last night.
Really?
Masterful.
Zoria, get out the notebook.
Yes. Wait, no. Is that true? Are you that regular? How?
2 days before schedule.
I am operating under the assumption that Fitch is like many lizard species, and he only poops like once a week. So, yes. This one has a calendar.
Zora grumbles about eating more yogurt.
Well, this has been
Get those
educational.
probiotics in. So, okay, they're both clearly sick.
I mean, they were sick before. We don't call it sickness. Well, not in Jarek's case.
We can still
I
hear
insight-
you.
Can I incite that thinly veiled insult?
At disadvantage.
There is no veil.
Okay, well, there's an annoyed huff from the lead.
Okay, Zoria, we can't just. The doctor's got a day off, and we can't bring in another doctor.
No.
Vess.
What?
Vess, lean down to the bed.
Bess is gonna lean under the bed and try and smack Jarek.
With your stick?
No, he'll try with a hand, like, if he can, like, reach under and, like, smack him.
Okay.
Yeah, jerk just gets smacked.
He gets no respect.
Vess, I think I'm dying. I don't want to
You're
die a
our-
virgin.
no. First off, whorehouses. Second off, you're already dead.
I think I'm dying again.
Dying the first time doesn't, like, re-virginize you, FYI.
What are you, the virgin police? I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. What are you, the virgin constable?
He might be. I don't think I've ever seen him get any ass.
Right, Vishla?
Jarek stands back up and addresses Zoria. Or, Beth stands up and addresses Zoria.
Hmm.
Jarek's dying. I say we just let it happen.
I was not aware that was something a person could do. Die twice, I mean. Well,
Yeah,
can you
it's very
die? Can you
confusing.
die of natural
Where-
causes when you're
Where
dead?
have you been for the last several months?
No, I mean, can you die of natural causes if you're dead? Is it natural? I think that breaks definition.
Is this really the time?
I mean, yeah, because if you're not dying, then we can just kind of leave you here. If you are dying, we might actually want you.
This one would prefer if this one was not left behind to die.
Fitch, can you figure out if you're sick? Maybe? Or what type of sick you are?
Can I run a self medicine check at disadvantage?
Self-diagnostics.
That's
Yes.
our
Is
doctor.
that something I can
Yes.
do?
Yes.
Beep boop.
You have cancer.
You have the bubonic plague from that shit the other day.
She's making a medicine check, not a WebMD check.
A 10, so it might as well be. The
You're
the
sick.
leaves rustle again, and a very, very well-worn elvish medical pamphlet is pulled out. Studied for a few moments. The eyes emerge. Yes. The eyes
Didn't
retract.
didn't realize you read Elvish.
Hmm.
Interesting.
What
This
surprises?
one has been over it before. This
Zoria
one
kneels.
passed the test.
Zoria kneels down next to Fitch. Let me see.
The pamphlet is shoved under the leaves. Like shoved underneath the pile of leaves so that it scooches. It goes to Zoria.
It's shoved
Zoria
out
gets
of
a
the leaves.
pamphlet.
Yes.
Thank you for understanding that joke, because Zoria was asking for the pamphlet and not Fitch. Can
Okay.
Zoria read it and see if there is like any useful information for?
It's like a pamphlet for Oxy. Not exactly, but it's like the kind of thing you'd read at a pharmacy. It's like a brochure at the very highest levels.
Natural
Like
cures. Which, you can
Not very
use,
useful.
yeah, you can use this certain flower to cure a headache.
They don't have a headache. They have a stomach.
Right.
But
It
the
doesn't,
headache is on stomach.
it does refer to a flower that you can use to cure stomachache.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
hmm and that those flowers usually bloom in the mountains.
Yeah, she looks at both of them and the prospect of carrying their ass across the mountains. Maybe that is, what is word? Apothecary?
Back to the
Fifth?
shops then.
Seems like it, yes.
Jarek, Fitch. We're going to get some medicine? Maybe. Don't die.
Fuck you, I do what I want.
a mostly empty jar with a clear adjacent liquid in it. So it's a good sized jar. It is like 3/4 empty. It's shoved out of the leaf pile, and a couple of gold are thrown after it.
It's just
This
been
one needs refill.
uh, Fitch is
Zora
low on
grabs
formaldehyde.
the jar with a mage hand.
There's like 2 fingers floating in that jar now.
No, that jar has no bits in it.
Oh,
Although it might kind of have like pond scum floating in there. That's probably one of the ingredients. But no flesh. Flesh is for the dedicated jar.
Flash is for friends.
Flesh is friends. And food.
Mm-hmm. Emergency rations.
Does that mean that when Fitch eats a friend, he can never come back?
The trick is instead of eating the entire finger, you
You
eat
just
all
nibble.
but a little,
All but the fingernail.
all but like the fingernail. Yeah, and so there's full fingers, there's fingernails, there's like knuckles. As long as you don't eat all of it, the friend is still there.
What's that fingernail? Is friend. Zoria and Vess head out to the market again
To an apothecary.
to find an apothecary.
All right.
I have charcuterie boards.
Oh, is that what those are?
That's true.
Yeah, they're
Apparently.
actually for the lizard, but
They look like they were lizard.
yeah, they're for
Made
they're
for lizards.
slate. Like
They're
pure fucking
slate?
slate.
Ooh, that's bougie.
Slate charcuterie boards were the best thing we could find. Were slate.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
that's easy.
amazing.
Apothecary.
Just knock off the fucking little plastic pieces on the bottom, and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, we'll use this with like wooden poplar stacks to make a stack of these, so we can thermoregulate.
There you go.
Sorry,
That's
yes,
amazing.
continue.
The dying vampire is under the bed. We are off to an apothecary,
Yes.
Yep.
so you should be quiet.
So
Hey, how about fuck you?
he says to Fitch.
He says to Vishla, probably.
Yeah. Jarek, I want to go eat someone. Come on, you're so boring. Don't you put me in your arm.
You think it's gotten into them?
But
Zoria says, skipping the narration.
Zoria and Vess find an apothecary shop. There are a number of herbs and spices hanging in the window.
KFC.
Yeah.
They have chicken?
16 secret herbs and spices. And you go in, and an old lady looks up at you, and like, oh, did you get the big one pregnant? Are you here for a cure?
Zoria looks at this. I don't know.
You don't know?
We had
Like
some friends that have a stomachache.
a stomach ache?
Yes.
Well, they should probably toughen up unless they're like spitting out blood or something.
That's what I said.
Give them
That's
some
what we
fucking
said.
tea with honey.
They said it was worst pain they felt in their life, like dying.
Okay. So you want something to help quell their stomach?
Yes.
Okay. Here. And she goes to the window and pulls off 4 leaves. How many friends?
Chew.
Oh, that's
Okay. How long is their stomachs hurt?
whole day.
Oh no. A whole day.
I don't know.
Here.
Do you want us to buy a thing, or
I'm
should we
getting
just
you
leave?
some leaves to crush up and put into water. Make a tea out of it.
Mm.
Okay. And she pulls 4 leaves off of this vine hanging in the window. The leaves are about the size of your palm, and they're slightly fuzzy and very soft. She hands them to you. That'll be 2 silver.
Oh, are you giving us literally? Yeah, he is.
Literally
Yeah,
what?
you didn't specify.
How do you say that in English?
Lamb's ears?
Homeopathic.
Where the fuck's my mouse?
Placebo?
No.
I immediately thought
homeopathic
of
remedies?
lasers too.
Can Vest do any type of medicine check just to
Yeah.
ensure that these leaves are seemingly legit?
Bilberry
Because
tea.
Zoria,
Well,
yeah, because Zoria saw the pamphlet that Fitch passed over, does Zoria get advantage on that check?
I glanced
Uh,
at a guide once.
Zoria does not get advantage, but Zoria can roll separately from Vess.
What are we? It's shit. No
Medicine.
matter what. Investigation.
Medicine.
medicine.
Oh, it's even worse. 5.
5. Okay. That's these leaves do calm an upset stomach when you're hungover. So it serves to reason that they would calm an upset stomach when you're sick.
Okay. Good enough. Vest would pay.
All
Vest
2
will pay the
silver.
2 silver.
Yep. So now put them in water, boil them, make your friends drink 2 leaves worth each. And then boil them again the next, I don't know, like 8 hours later, and make them drink 2 more leaves worth each. Okay? And that should fix it. Stomach ache cured.
2 silver.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vest turns to leave.
Yeah, Zora does as well. Actually, no. Zora buys uh herbs and spices for Azerth. 20 gold worth.
Okay.
Weird to buy.
Vest doesn't have the jar.
Oh fuck, yes.
Zoria didn't remember.
No, Pink is distracted. Pink is excited
don't
about
be.
something else. Zoria then kinda just pulls the vial out. Do you know where we can get more of this substance? And opens it.
Well,
Down at the swamp.
And kinda uses like the lid to vent the aroma towards
To
her.
waft it.
To
Mm-hmm.
waft it, like. Shit.
oh,
Shit.
what is that smell? Close that. No, I don't think I've ever smelled that before. Oh, it reminds me of moldy feet.
Are you acquainted with smell of moldy feet?
I mean, maybe probably once. I don't know. Have you ever smelled something that you've never smelled before and you instantly know what it is? That's gotta be moldy feet. What have you been keeping in that jar?
Zoria looks at the contents. There's a couple fingers, right? Or no?
No.
Mm.
I don't
But
know.
there's like a pond scummy
There's a
quality.
pond scummy
apparently.
quality, yeah.
Things and stuff.
Things and stuff. Yeah, maybe you should just throw that away. It's clearly not healthy to anything. I mean, that is probably one of the most disgusting things that I've smelt in my life. And come to think of it, I've had somebody in here looking to fix their moldy feet, and that jar smells worse. So
I don't know what to say.
just throw it in an alley or in the ocean. Tie a rock to it so it'll never be found again.
He feels very strongly about this.
It does. Wow.
How are you not affected by it? Do you just like keep it open all the time?
Zori opens it again, takes a sniff, wrinkles her nose, closes it. Yeah, this is not. No, it's for someone else. I'm not around it when it's open.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Well, they should throw it away, or you should not give it to them, or whatever.
Hmm.
It's foul. Whatever it is, it went bad. I don't. I don't know what to tell you. Is that mold growing on top of it?
I have no idea.
I think it might just be more of like a lime.
A slime. Yeah.
Kind of got a little gelatinous quality there.
I'm not touching it. God knows
Oh,
what you would
neither am I.
catch touching that.
Well, at least you have medicine for upset stomachs.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go brew some of that right after you leave.
Good to know you trust in your own medicine.
Well, of course I do. I wouldn't be in business very long if I didn't. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go do that.
I would recommend next time somebody comes in saying they want to buy something from you because they got an upset stomach, ham it up. You know, make sure that they know like, oh yeah, that sounds real bad. They should probably spend more money. Not, oh, you should probably just wait more than a day.
Yeah,
Just saying.
people
Thanks,
don't.
bye.
Bye.
And Vest just became responsible for the D&D version of the Farmo Bro.
On the way back, Zori just kind of wonders aloud. When I had stomachache, I was told to eat less and be quiet.
Eat less, be quiet.
Hmm.
And speaking of, this
I mean, I
jar is not
guess I
normally so empty.
This what?
This jar is not normally so empty.
Hmm. Do you think Fitch drinks this? Well, he does, doesn't he?
Y'all have seen him drink it many, many times.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. Why do you think Fitch drinks this?
something to do with, not being raised properly, I imagine.
Not civilized, you mean?
I mean, being abandoned as an egg and not having like, community to tell you what's right and wrong or something.
Hmm. I thought the answer was simpler. I thought he liked the taste. But no. Taste is awful. Well, I assume.
I mean, I wonder how he is alive.
Hmm. Well, he made it pretty far. That's admirable in his case. Anyway, let's get back to those two. We'll see what
Yeah.
all of this is about. And we should really talk about Letter. I'm honestly dubious that Castlemere really wants to give up.
I agree. I mean, I don't think I would necessarily just trust a written letter.
Yes. As a matter of fact, if I wanted to get rid of people hunting me, the first thing I would do is say, oh, I give up. Don't look for me.
I feel like that's even a Hail Mary in actually trying to get people to give up on you.
Is it desperate? Did it strike you as desperation?
I feel like, I mean, we only had that one real scuffle with him at the manor, and Jarek, I mean, drove him off, but I don't think he was Do you think he was that threatened just by Jarek and
He was alone, which I find strange.
Hmm.
In his position, I would not be alone. I'd be heavily escorted. Maybe he has no, what is word, retainers left?
I mean, you've got to think he's probably not raking in any money. Probably can't really pay for underlings.
I assume his fortune was considerable, even if he lost good parts of it.
Yeah, but where do you keep a fortune? Not on you in a bag.
Gump, do banks exist? Is the financial market a thing?
I mean, where would somebody like Castlemere keep his fortune?
I don't assume it's his
I'm not
master's,
answering
right?
that question, Vess.
Y'all
No,
fucking
no,
fishing.
but like commonly a person of wealth would like say it's not Castlemere, just a person of wealth would keep money at their estate, or
Zoria?
would they have an institution?
Zoria, where would you keep your money? If you had a lot of money and were a high power wizard.
Okay, now you've made your point. Bag of holding.
Because
Or a
that's
portable
well,
vault.
that's the thing. Like there is a
Or just
general consensus of where a non-magic person would keep money, though.
right.
Was the
So there's
general knowledge?
there is a non-magic wealthy person would keep their money either in their own vault or in a protected vault, like a bank. Yeah,
Like an alternate dimension.
potentially
Well, and that's the thing. Like Zoria might have a concept that a wizard would keep it.
in an alternate dimension, in a liminal space.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Best would be thinking, oh, hey, a bank.
I don't think money is issue.
No, you don't think he was cleared out when his assets were seized or whatever?
I mean, look at Jarek. Even he is intelligent enough to carry his assets on his person.
Even
Well, to give the boy credit, he is intelligent and dumb at the same time. This is frustrating. There.
the, the shade.
That's one way to put it. I mean, I would think that Harcom or Al Nazat hearing of his fall might seize whatever assets exist in privatized vaults or whatnot. Or
I
he
mean,
wouldn't have the presence to fund them anymore.
I suppose looters were a problem. I actually would like to talk to him.
Castlemere or Jarek?
No, Castlemere. I doubt he'd like to meet. After all, we want his head.
I mean, could you do your Sendy thing?
Yes, but what would I say? Oh, well, I'm glad you're giving up. Let's meet somewhere to discuss your terms of surrender.
So we don't want to talk to him, we just want to keep hunting.
I have a hard time believing that he really gave up.
I agree. So the hunt remains.
The hunt remains.
Once we get the two fucking liabouts on their feet.
Yes. I will have courtesy of sending to him and saying that we apologize, but the hunt remains.
Let's discuss that with maybe Jarek first,
Oh no, yes, later.
later. And we go back to the inn.
Okay. It is darker now. Fitch and Jarek remain in their room.
Damn, Skippy.
And you go into the room after probably getting a pot of water.
Yeah. Zoria will look for one of Jarek's heat cubes.
Jarek, where do you keep your heat cube?
In his bag.
In his arm.
Yeah, one in his arm, the other in the bag.
Well, one's an ice cube. Where's the heat
Yeah.
cube?
Probably in his bag with
In
his
the bag.
alchemy kit.
Okay. So you rifle through his bag, Zodia?
Can't you prestidigitate the water till it's heated? I believe you can create fire with prestidigitate, so
It's not create bonfire.
no, but you can put up a fire if you want, or put it out, actually.
Just ask the creature with produce flame.
Who told us it's his day off?
Yeah.
The doctor is off. The lizard
wh-
is in.
Bess would not ask.
Yes,
With
Zora would
Zoria.
not ask. Yeah, Zora would not ask. Zora's a big girl, so she'll solve her problems like a big girl.
Yes, with Fireball.
Lightning bolt.
That's legit.
Zoria has spells other than magic. Other than.
Re-
What?
What?
Excuse me?
Ah, my secret is revealed. Oh.
Your non-magic spells. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Other than prestidigitation.
Yeah, well.
She can use
Can she?
some.
Can she? The
You have a-
thaumaturgy
you-
heats
you have a-
shit up, right?
You have a fire cantrip.
I do. I have firebolt, but thaumaturgy
That-
heats shit up, right?
That would work. You could pull your firebolt enough that it doesn't.
Fuck! Go
explode.
down to the inn and ask for a cup of fucking hot
Hot
water. Y'all
No.
are making this too fucking difficult.
No.
Well, I feel
No fireball.
like in character, this
Fireball.
would probably happen in all of like 5 minutes from getting to the room and
Yeah.
determining how they wanted to heat the thing.
Right. Zoria's
5
heated.
minutes. Way
Zoria's
too much,
heated
yeah.
water before.
Yeah.
She gets to the room,
Like-
casts firebolt on her fucking pot of water.
Yeah.
And
Bess
it
is going
heats.
to help brew, like actual do the brewing,
Mhm.
since my medicine's slightly better, I imagine.
Sure.
You use your wisdom, right? It's my dumb stat.
Make a medicine check.
Wisdom,
Bess.
bah, who needs that? Bess will brew the 2 cups of the tea
Mhm.
as per the instructions, and once said tea is done, Fitch first. Go to Fitch. Fitch, drink.
This hot liquid.
It emojis and complies. Takes 2 sips. Puts the cup down. Where's this one's jar?
Talk to Zoria, and then goes and like kicks the. Bess will go and kick the corner of the bed.
Kicks the bed, yeah.
Fuck
Zora
off.
places the jar
Yeah.
as it was.
The jar will be unscrewed, the liquid poured in,
Ugh.
bitch downs the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which I do not believe that is
Sanitary.
sanitary.
Jarek, medicine, stomach, drink.
Oh. Jerkle, a hand will appear from out under the bed and
Mhm.
grab it up.
Can this one la medicine check to see what I just drank?
You just drank a tea and formaldehyde concoction.
Gump. Gump. I'm asking if Fitch recognizes the remedy he was given.
Oh, sure. At disadvantage.
Ah, fuck. Nat 1. Curse you, disadvantage.
You do not
Bitch don't know
recognize it.
shit.
The taste of formaldehyde covers up the taste of the tea.
Everything else.
Yeah,
Mm.
everything else. Jerk.
George just drinks it.
Tastes
Fitch
awful.
has one taste bud,
Yeah.
and that is formaldehyde.
Okay.
Tastes like shit.
Doesn't
Yeah, there's all types of sayings about medicine, dude.
doesn't smell bad. That's yeah.
Are you done torturing me now?
Are you done whining?
I see we're both going to say no.
What is up with you two?
Did we not have this discussion multiple times?
Yes, your stomach hurts, but why?
You see, Zoria,
Might be those people they ate the other night.
sometimes when one pain and another pain love each other very much, they curl up in my stomach to make pain babies.
Was it because of the substance within the meals?
Sure.
You get stabbed on an almost daily basis, and yet a little stomach ache has you staying in bed.
That is true. Do you want me to stab your stomach to see if pain pours out?
You know, that's not actually a bad idea.
There's a rustling sound under the bed before Jarrett casts grease.
Oh,
Everybody
Is it
make
white and
a
viscous
dexterity
noise?
saving throw.
Yeah.
Fuck, fuck, fuck,
That-
fuck, fuck.
Or
Do
end
I
up-
have to make that?
You're already prone.
I'm
Jarrett
already
is already
prone.
prone.
I believe grease makes you prone, Jerk.
Yeah, knocks you prone.
18.
Success.
Yeah, yeah.
Nope, Vest falls
Yeah,
with a 4 on the die.
Oh, you were
probably.
standing up earlier today. What's the problem now?
The
That's
floor is
since-
covered in white goo.
Just like shoves the quarterstaff under the bed to hit Jarek.
Sure.
I'm sickly. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Fucking sickly, and yet you're casting God knows what.
Is there a
Making a
chair around?
mess of the fucking room.
It'll go away. It's magical and or self-cleaning.
Unlike some things in this room.
I can't speak for Fetch. He tries his best.
This one is very
Sweet.
hygienic.
The apothecary told us about your jar.
Yes, it is a fine jar, is it not?
Let me rephrase. The apothecary told us about that stuff in the jar.
Oh, really? What would they know about my remedies?
I mean, they're an apothecary.
That
The
doesn't
quiet
mean much.
sass.
This one is
And yet,
doctor.
so Dr. Trump's apothecary, gotcha.
This
Sure.
one is healthy, is it not?
And yet you drank the medicine from the apothecary.
Desperate times.
I'm leaving. And Bess gets up and slowly and carefully exits the room.
Sure.
Thanks, Tamara.
Eric, should I be concerned?
Zoria, I'm literally walking half dead. If you were going to be concerned, I think it might be a little bit late to start now.
Alright.
They're just like, yeah, that tracks. Cool.
Sorry, leaves.
Zoria will not be concerned. Okay.
I think we wait until the next day
Oh, yeah.
when it's
8
what
hours
the
later.
next day yeah, and then we do tea time again.
So you wake them up in
Hey,
the middle.
Gump.
Yes.
I'm gonna self-cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Does it do anything?
No.
I
Feel
the
like
laugh
you
in his
tried
voice,
that
like,
last.
The
No.
way he
Yeah.
said
No,
it, I
I
could
did
hear
not
his
try it
smile.
last time because Fitch wasn't concerned it was.
I thought we discussed it at least. If lesser restoration
Nope.
could do it.
Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned.
But the
disease.
first line, one disease or one condition.
Is this a
Oh.
disease?
Okay. Look at that. So you self-cast Lester Restoration.
Lester.
Lester, yes.
Lester
Lester
Restoration.
Adam.
Lester Restoration.
Yeah. You still feel tired. Sick, nauseated, stomach hurts.
And you still get woken up 8 hours later to take more medicine.
If this one feels better, Jarek is going to be subjected to it too. So Jarek will hear the Fitch is still prone and still under his pile of leaves with his little ghillie suit on. Jarek will hear the scraping of claws as he drags himself across the floor.
I will not be devoured by a lizard in my last days.
And as soon as Fitch gets close enough, he'll stroke whatever part of Jarek is nearest. And
Not a nice look to
Prominent?
use around him. Yeah.
His most prominent feature, perhaps?
I was gonna say a foot, but
Over.
and
Kill
just
some perverts.
this magical hissing before the clawing comes back and it drags itself back to the corner.
Okay.
That was the strangest fucking thing I've ever seen.
You feel no different.
It fixes one, but not the other.
Find out. Zoria and Vess come back 8 hours later, both tired because they've been up all day.
I figure in that 8-hour period, Vest would have tranced at some point.
Sure. Zoria tired because they're waking her up in the middle of her sleep cycle.
Fair.
Gloria took this opportunity to copy a spell in her book, so she needs 6 hours.
The same method of administering said medicine is provided, just going over to both, like, Fitch, medicine.
Fitch will pout when he realizes there is no more formaldehyde to mix it with. But drink anyways.
But there is.
Next episode will be named Formaldehyde and
Yeah.
Cheek.
Yeah. So the bits jar is cracked open and a finger of it is poured out and mixed with the
Finger comes with it.
he fishes it out. Make sure there's
Takes
no
a little bite.
fingernails floating around in there. Gotta make sure he doesn't accidentally finish off one of his friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then over at Jarek.
Joe?
Jarek, medicine.
Fucking, I'll drink your shitty elfin tea. Jarek will drink said tea.
Sure. Yeah. Does
Long
Zoria
as
and
you don't-
Vess leave immediately after?
Yep.
Okay.
Feel better when we return. Leaves.
Yeah. And Fitch and Jarek do find some sleep. And sleep for a long while.
Also known as death. We make new characters.
Is Long Wild Death? Yeah. 'cause
No. You each recover
Do they
one
come back
exhaustion point.
to? Yay!
What
I was
what
about
was
to say
that?
they'd come back to.
You recover one exhaustion point.
Ah, okay.
I was about to say they'd come back to cold bodies, and then I realized one of them is cold to begin with. So
Room
Both
temperature.
of them are, yeah, both of them are pretty cold, in fact.
Room temperature. Yeah. But you
So I
feel
imagine the next day at some point, Bess and Zoria will go check on them
your stomach's no
once
longer
we've
hurt.
gotten our.
The first time you go to check on them and you knock on the door, there's no answer.
Is they asleep?
Do you go
I mean,
in?
I think, yeah, I think we go in to make sure that they're not dead.
Okay.
Jurg was saying he was dying.
He was. Jerick is not moving underneath the bed.
Poke him with a stick.
As much as it'd be a perfect place for a prank, he just swats at the stick. Stop.
He's alive.
That's questionable.
I was gonna say yes. Not precise.
Bitch, you alive?
the leaves rustle.
Okay. Well, Zoria, you want to go down and get some grub?
Yes.
When they leave.
Mm-hmm.
As is sensible.
Terrible caretakers.
Yeah.
Like, are you alive? Okay, good.
Yep.
See you later.
Do you feel
Yep.
better or worse? Don't even bother asking that.
I feel like that is very Vess and Zoria, though.
It really is.
It really
Are
is.
you alive? Well, you took your medicine. That's all we could do.
Jarek is overall more caring about people than
Yes.
those two.
Yes.
Okay. Fitch and Jarek, what do you do when you wake up with your one exhaustion point?
Leap some more.
Sleep
Sleep
some
some
more.
more. Just because he's on
Eat
the
a
mend
good
doesn't mean.
berry and sleep some more.
Yeah, just Jarek being on the mend doesn't mean he's gonna be like up and spry and bouncing around. He's sitting there like, no, this could come back any fucking second.
Your stomachs do
everything.
feel better. But like any sickness, you are physically drained.
Yeah, yeah. He'll wait till Vess and Zoria swing by this time. This 8-hour shift.
Mm-hmm.
Once they do, he'll throw something out from under the bed at their feet.
White fire potion.
No,
Yeah, I mean, that's the what gets thrown.
It is a vial of goo, but it just breaks and does nothing and
Where
gives them
did it
mild
come from?
anxiety.
What color's the goo?
It is white goo.
Uh-oh.
Is there a possibility that when you throw it out, Vess can kick it back under the bed before it shatters?
There is.
Vess does have catch missile.
Mm-hmm.
But with feet?
Fucking the book
Vess
doesn't say you do it with your hands.
Vess also has alert.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of these things, but
Mm-hmm.
Is
Do it for the memes, Gump. Let him do it for the memes.
on a Vess, make a dex save. Yeah,
Just
dex
dex
save.
Contested
check.
attack roll
dex
versus
save, 'cause
dex.
A dex save?
Well, you're proficient with dex, so
Okay.
yeah. Dex save.
12.
12. Okay. Yeah, so you just roll it back under the bed at Jarek. Was it capped, Jarek?
It was capped.
Okay.
Yes.
So it does not trail a little white goo trail.
Yeah, we don't need to get hentai descriptive here.
I know.
Oh, that was anticlimactic. So, Castlemere,
I assume you're alive then.
once again, that's up for debate.
Well, are you well enough to discuss that now?
I'm sure, Zoria.
Vess
I'm a
pulls out the
vampire.
letter while they're talking,
Mhm.
and then just starts reading.
Oh, you mean that? Oh,
What do you mean that? You've never seen it.
no, no.
You're still not seeing it. You're under a bed.
Yeah. Jarek was referring to something else. He's being a smartass.
I surrender. You win. I will quit this city and retire elsewhere. Even I know that I cannot go against the might of the drow. I am tired of looking over my shoulder when I could easily have picked you four apart. Tell your little puppet whore. I think that's for you, Jerk. And her masters that they may have their rule unchecked. Tell them that they can keep my incompetent nephew. Maybe they'll make some use of him.
Okay, first off, could have picked us apart. Last I remember, I was balls deep in his ass as he was squealing, going invisible, and trying to run away from me. Bold words.
I see you're feeling better.
No. I mean, yes, but yes.
Must have been the medicine you gave him.
So Zoria and I think that the hunt should continue.
It's hard to believe letter like that.
Yeah, he's clearly just trying to get rid of us.
Zoria also wants to message him and tell him that he has not gotten rid of us and we are still going to be on his trail.
Absolutely not.
I
You
mean,
don't tell someone when you're not going to kill them.
he can find us. He knows where we are.
Yeah, that doesn't. You don't tell him we're not. What?
Jerk,
Zoria.
get out from under the bed.
I absolutely not. I found a warm spot.
Doubtful.
All right, it's a room temp spot, but it really doesn't matter. The point is, no, we're not. Don't tell him. This isn't. This isn't the noble house dance. We're not. We're not. No, we're not. We're not opening negotiations.
It's hard to take this seriously coming from a bed. And
Yes.
you're not around to stop her, so
Get up and stop me. You can hear Zoria sitting down on a chair, crossing her legs, just waiting.
you can hear her cross her
Well, yeah.
legs. You know, unless Fitch, you want to come out here and have at Zoria stop her?
If the options are let you do something stupid or stay under the bed, Godspeed.
Yes, I am concerned. He's not well.
I'm just tired. On the bright side, my stomach doesn't feel like it's going to spew whatever's in there out.
Fitch, no objections?
If this one did, they would not be taken seriously, so this one will not try.
You've been rather sharp these past few days. Before the stomach thing.
Does that imply this one was once dull?
He's the expression.
Outmaneuvered by a lizard.
And Zora just kind of looks at Vess like, "See, like,
Hey man, I'm not the smart one, and personally, I don't think he is either, so I don't know.
Fucking rude is what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all have strengths and weaknesses. Can't be good at everything.
Let's see.
My strength lends itself to hitting people in the face really hard.
What's my weakness?
Apparently, your fucking constitution, you fucking wimp.
Anyway, why would you
Oh,
even?
and sunlight.
Okay, talk to me when you're sober. So why would we
Oh,
even think to say this to Castlemere?
sorry, I don't think I'm allowed to talk to Derek anymore. Ever.
In the off chance it is true. However, we cannot discard that it is a lie.
Okay, here, let's play the let's do a little role playing, Zoria.
Oh, you'd
You're
want me to leave?
no, I want you to watch.
I
No,
don't do
I'm gonna leave.
2 eyes emoji out of the leaf file.
Zoria, you're sending me and I'm Castlemere. Okay, let's go. What are you
Uh,
saying?
I suggest court for retirement. Sorry to say, but it's hard to believe later.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to go to court just to avoid you from now on. Bye.
You didn't let me finish.
No. No, because he's an uppity prick, first off. And second off, you shouldn't be believing the word he says. We're literally here to kill him. Why are you opening up discourse?
Because I believe him to be weak-willed. He did send
What,
decoy instead of facing us.
what could he possibly say to you that would make you think he's actually surrendering?
He
From
could
the
give me a
letter.
spell book.
Is there anything?
I take his spell book off his hands.
He said he's stopping, not that he was giving up on life.
True,
Tomato, tomato.
he can go retire in court. It's a nice place, actually. I do hate drought there.
I think you're missing the point. What could actually happen in conversation with Lord Castlemere that would change your mind in any way, shape, or form?
Nothing.
Then why hold a conversation?
Maybe it gets him in a room with us.
Oh, hi, yeah, we're totally not going to let you surrender. We're still going to try to kill you. By the way, would you like to meet up at the bar?
I
I mean,
mean, shame of being defeated like that. Just surrendering is punishing. You would not understand.
neither would
One
he.
surrenders all the time.
You're thinking like a hobgoblin. He's a human noble. They're used to backstabbing each other more often than I do.
Vess is going to walk over and sit down leaning against the wall next to the leaf pile and just drink while watching Zoria argue with a bed.
We we backstab too, except we do it from the front with honor.
Ladry does step out from the bed and is gesturing wildly at Zoria on behalf of Jarek as he talks. This is dumb. There is no reason we should be contacting him. Is there something you're not telling me? Is there a secret? Is there anything? Thank you. Thank you, Gumpa.
It was a hunch. My fear is we remain here looking for him and he goes away. He really does retire. Except he
You know,
doesn't. He comes back in a few years and kills us while we sleep.
do we have any leads on where he could be?
Well, actually, yes.
Then why don't we exhaust the leads that we have left? And then, if we can't find how we're going to find him, which is likely with us, we're kind of incompetent, then at that point we say, okay, fuck it, we'll let you call Truth Cease and figure it out from there.
Well, we have spent the last couple of days waiting around. Jarek.
Oh, I'm sorry, was me dying not convenient for you?
It wasn't actually. We were here to do something. We wasted time.
So dramatic.
Sorry, with her -1 insight. It wasn't
You know,
actually.
you could have just done something during that time.
I did. I
We
copied
did.
spell.
And we went and found new leads on Castlemere.
Yes.
Okay, so then don't tell me that the time was wasted.
I mean, we could have executed or acted upon those leads 2 days ago.
Would you prefer that we slow you down?
Absolutely not. That's why I say you should have gone and done it.
Except if we were sick, you would not have gone and done it.
That's not the point.
You think he would have cared for us?
Oh my god, no.
No, but you would have sat around, like, probably at the whorehouse while waiting for us.
Hmm.
Absolutely not. Okay, that one's slightly more likely.
Yeah, Mr. I'm a virgin.
Anything's worth a shot.
Well. We have the.
Anyway,
We can go somewhere. But it's best we all do it together, whilst we are all capable of standing up and actually having conversations.
what is
Preferably
the
whilst
lead?
being able to swing a knife. What?
What is the lead?
Ancestral home of his godfather. Yes?
Father-in-law,
Okay,
I
I don't know.
believe.
so
Sorry.
so it might be a place he's attached to and he'd want to defend, and since he's a wizard, there's some magic-y bullshit. That place is probably gonna explode if we walked anywhere near it. How far away is
Probably.
it?
Wasn't
We
that the
don't.
place we literally just investigated?
No.
Oh, that
No.
one's in town.
Was in town.
Are we
Yeah.
sure?
This is the Whitehall estate, not the Castlemere estate.
Correct.
It was previously Whitehall, and it was Castlemure's as of 20 years ago.
Yes, but there was another Whitehall state. That's what I got from the.
So the
Yeah,
question is, where did the father-in-law move to?
Yeah.
which was an estate outside of Al Nazat,
Right.
which we have not been to.
Right.
Yes.
It's outside. How far away is it?
We confer how far away it is per the instructions in the book. Like, oh,
It
it's
doesn't
outside
say.
of town at this. It doesn't say?
No, it just says. I told you it's not
Can
a
we
map
s-
to the stars.
Can we say
Yeah,
that we?
yeah, but it's outside, like 30 miles outside of town.
It doesn't say.
Like it just says
just-
outside of town.
Outside of Al Nazat.
We confer that, I'd say.
Okay, so we don't know how far away it is or where it is?
At the moment, no.
But you could
I mean-
ask, Jarek. Hell, stick me in
Yeah,
someone, I'll ask.
Getting tempting. Okay, well, that's perfect. Zoria, you remember what we were practicing together?
Murder.
No, the other thing, Vishla.
I don't care for what the knife said. We do not practice that.
Asking questions.
Yes.
Ask around town for wherever this Whitehall estate is. Someone had to do something.
Records.
I mean, you could check the books too.
I mean, we did that.
It'll give me and Fitch time to recover.
Will it?
Well, it's either that or I'm going to be dead tomorrow, and this suddenly isn't my problem anymore.
You're already dead.
Again, re-dead. Redeaded.
It's okay. I've got some drinking to catch up on anyway.
You need to help Big Red.
Do what?
Find the books and talk to the people.
We found the books, and I'll be honest, she's not good at talking to people.
Yeah, no. But the
Again,
two of you together almost make one whole conversational partner.
and yet we all have our strengths and weaknesses.
Lend Vess your hat.
Jared just slowly starts climbing out from under the bed like a wet dog.
At that point, he
How
might
does
as
it-
well be you. He has your cape.
How does it look like?
Yeah, he looks awful. He looks paler than usual.
He looks like he
Bags
has
under his
one
eyes.
level of exhaustion.
He looks dehydrated.
Then let's go. I
Nose
guess.
goes, Fitch.
No, I'm just thinking and scratching my nose. I'm sorry.
Honestly, you should just stay. Vis and I can look at the records.
Jared just stares for a second and slowly turns back around and starts crawling under the bed.
Zoria whispers to Vis, not very quietly. He looks like shit.
Fuck you.
Yeah, well, it doesn't smell better either.
Fuck you too. And they can hear a as he does a sniff check.
Does Fitch come out from his pile of leaves?
I mean, y'all have seen the top of his face, but that's about it.
So he stays in the leaves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So go do the thing. I'll be here.
So Zoria and Vess, excuse me. Where do you go?
What time of day is it?
It would be noon.
Noon is a good time. We go to, I don't know, is there like a county clerk or something? Then
Yeah, we asked somebody about records.
Yes, the librarian.
And they said,
clerk
They
of
said
some
you should
kind.
take better notes.
nope, Vess is a drunk.
Nope.
Sorry.
Zoria has problems. Pink has
Yep.
more.
So they get outside the inn. That's how far they get. And
Yeah.
then they stop.
Where are we supposed to get this information? Do you think that is the government office?
Yeah, just like that. Let's go ask
No.
Drow in charge.
Drow in charge of El Nuzat.
Yeah, is there? I don't think there's drow here.
Is their country?
Yeah, lucky that.
That. Sure. So where are we going?
I low-key love sending these two out to do things.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Library. Look for records. They should have an archive there of some kind.
Vess is following Zoria.
Zora's following her
Hey,
instincts.
Yes, Lucky.
While they're gone, since Fitch is feeling a little bit better, he does have all the ingredients for formaldehyde in his inventory.
Mhm.
So he's just gonna brew up a little batch while those two are off.
Sure.
Jericho provided him his alchemy kit, if it helps.
Motherfucker, and he sent us to buy some? How inconsiderate.
If you can't summon the flames of hell yourself, store-bought is fine.
It smells terrible in that room for a while,
He
Jared.
cracked a window.
Until that window is cracked. Even with your
don't know what-
non-breathing ass. The smell wafts up your nostrils.
I don't know what you're making, but it seems like it would annoy Zoria. So here, use my kit.
This one appreciates the premium equipment.
What's sad?
He
Is-
hasn't seen good alchemy equipment since Anolis, so he's probably like playing with all the
Is
little
Fitch proficient?
droppers. And... No. He was an
Don't-
apprentice for how many weeks, Gump?
Don't break it. Don't break the alchemy kit. They're expensive.
We've got mending.
roll a d20, Fitch.
Don't you fuck
No
this up.
modifiers.
Roll a d20 at
Can I
first,
get
Fitch.
some modifiers?
Roll a d20 at first, Fitch.
16.
Okay.
Eric's about to get real
I was actually scared, a little scared there for a second.
You do not
come
manage
back
to
in the
break any of the pieces.
They come back and the end's on fire doing alchemy fire.
Didn't know formaldehyde was flammable. Turns out it is.
And then Fitch is sitting out front sipping his juice like nothing has happened.
I was
like that girl
cold.
from the meme.
This one is warm and full of good juice.
Full of bone hurt juice.
Hmm.
It's okay because it makes the blood stop hurting.
If everything hurts, then nothing in particular hurts.
Yeah.
Like magic.
That's a military way of looking at it.
That's true, actually. There is logic to that.
So, Fitch is like a pig in shit. He loves this alchemy stuff because he hasn't seen it in years, and he's very happy because it reminds him of happier times.
Please stop giggling at the vials. It creeps me out.
The giggling reduces by an octave.
Just gets lower.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's somehow
Sounds like
worse.
Sounds like a dumb child, like playing with something.
It's one of Chaz's favorite movies.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. One of the best movies ever made.
Yep. So
Criterion Classic.
Zoria and Vess go to the library.
Yes.
Okay. Instead of the magistrate.
Well, I assume like once you ask for archives about homes and shit, you're gonna get told to fuck off in the library and go to the magistrate, so.
We'll see. You go and
We go to the library.
Yeah, you go and talk to the librarian.
Yeah.
He's a little gnomish fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, how can I help you? Yeah.
Yes.
Just browsing or looking for something in particular?
We're looking for records, if you have any.
No, we've got a lot of records.
Yes, of property.
Property records. That's
Yes.
some of the really boring stuff. What do you guys
I
like?
have
Investors
strange
or
hobbies.
realtors or I don't care. What kind? What records? You need more
States
specific.
outside of Kharkov.
We're looking for stuff on the White Halls.
Outside of Kharkov?
Sorry, I think it's dumb. States outside of Al-Nuzat.
It's not on the Zot. Okay. You said Whitehall?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be under W. Look, I know.
Yeah.
I've heard about the Goliaths, but don't look so surprised when I know how to spell.
Because
that
Zoria is a
one's
Goliath?
throat.
Is that the
Yeah.
illusion here? Mm-hmm.
She is Zoria at the moment, so
Is
okay,
she-
fine. I'll not be. You'd be surprised with the amount of things we can do.
Yeah. Sure.
The fucking magistrate! Stop showboating and just get to the information!
This is 90% of
Of
Zoria's
why?
playthrough. You can't.
Well,
you
yes.
can't.
If you cut this out, you cut out all of Zoria.
You
Yeah,
lose
basically, we can't.
all of Soria.
It's like Fitch without good berries.
Or Vess sober.
Blasphemy.
Oh god, no. Won't play it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Follow me down this way. Watch your head. Watch out for these stairs here. Don't trip.
Bonk.
Casual bonk.
Yeah. So those will be in this here drawer. And he pulls a drawer out at his level.
Can the entire drawer come off and just levitate up?
No,
No.
seems to be built in to the whatever it's built into.
Zoria just
I don't know what it's
lies
called.
down of it.
Yeah, Zora just grunts and then takes a knee beside the gnome.
Sure.
Still immense.
Alright, well,
Compared to
just
him.
put it back when you're done with it. I'll be back up front if you need anything else.
Zora will start
Rummaging.
rummaging.
Vess will help
Sure.
where possible.
Make investigation checks.
Both of us, or can I just help Zoria?
You can help Zoria. Rummage and rifle through the
Four.
papers.
16.
4 and a 16.
Yeah, so 23.
So okay. So Zoria's going through there and she's getting a little aggravated because of her knees right on the bare stone floor and bending at such a low angle to rummage through paperwork. And Vess just kind of like nabs one little sheet of paper out of it as Zoria's just flipping through the pages.
Like the dragon all over again.
Well,
The second number was Vess's number.
okay.
What about this one?
Where'd you find that?
Right here where you were looking.
You give it.
Give it.
Give.
Give.
It mentions that the Whitehall estate is a number of grounds to the east of the city, bordering the ocean, approximately 8 hours ride away from the wall.
You find anything, Zoria?
Yes, I know where we need to go.
Great, now that fucking pompous ass back in the under the bed can shut his fucking mouth.
Yes. Zora takes the paper, sets it down, copies it.
It gives you a rough diagram of the outside of the house.
Is there a crest listed for Whitehall that differs from Castlemere?
Yes.
Okay, I imagine we like note that as well.
Yeah. That crest is actually Celtic themed triangle.
Ooh,
With it.
dartboard.
3 sides, wow.
Yes, 3 sides. The fewest number of sides an object can have.
You're thinking
Tetra.
three-dimensionally?
No, we are
thinking
not getting into this
two-dimensional.
argument.
The fewest
So
number of
back
sides.
to the we transcribe what the information that we want to know, and then we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Zora
put the stuff back in the drawer
Okay.
before we leave.
Zora goes back into the room and just like kind of drops the paper like as if you would, just to make it slide under the bed.
Oh. Okay. Jarek is struck in the face with a sheet of paper.
And thus the invention came out as his voice announced. He began to read.
Mhm.
Okay. Do we want to leave now?
Are you feeling better? Are you up to it?
I could
Do
use a
you
good
need
night's
more
rest.
medicine?
I could use a good night's rest.
Do you want to leave in the morning? Does that sound good to the night walker?
Why are you talking like I'm a toddler?
Because you're throwing a temper tantrum over a small stomachache.
Oh, you do care. No, we can. Fitch.
Yes.
Oh, as a reminder, yeah, the room smells like shit. When will you be gonna be good to go?
This one is adequate.
Yeah, we can go. I can just sleep on the carriage, the wagon, the coach.
So, Zoria, you good to drive then?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go.
So you're not react to the smell like this.
This is totally calm and chill. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, at
Mhm.
one point Zora just kinda her hand just goes like this towards Vess's face and just
Clears it for a couple of seconds.
That just swarms back in.
I'll go get the carriage ready. And Vess leaves.
Yeah. And you.
Good work, Soria.
yes, I do go to work.
Sorry, Gump, you were saying?
The troop sets off.
Yep.
And you ride east. Excuse me, west. No, I said east. Right, east. I said east. I know what I'm saying.
Do you?
Don't question him. He knows.
Don't question my
Okay.
authority.
Sometimes I start a sentence and even I don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
And I hope I find it by the time I get there.
You plotting on me, boy? Hmm.
I am plotting
Oh.
on you all. With the sun setting against your backs as you leave Al Nuzat for what might be the final time.
That's ominous.
Yeah, like you make it sound like we're gonna die.
He's just trying to stretch out the session a little bit more because he doesn't have this next bit planned and he's not quite ready to say that we're done for the night.
Oh,
Ouch.
don't I?
Gump feels seen now.
I'm sure he'll random counter us a dragon or something.
Dragon pops up.
Can we
Yeah.
please not taunt the board DM?
No.
This is how we lose Drow.
He wouldn't be bored if he had this planned out.
Oh, really?
Oh,
You
You're
think
making
I
it work.
no!
Oh shit!
You think I don't have this planned out?
Show us your plans, Gump. Prove her wrong.
I know how you think, Gump.
Uh-huh.
Show us the next battle, or else Lucky's right.
Okay.
Yeah, we skip the cutscene.
Including HP, AC, CR, all of that.
I hate all of you.
About 90, about 15, and about 13.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
No, I don't think Castlemere was a 13. What was he? I don't remember.
It was. You should have done a much better job against the fucking Drow.
He was at minimum a 13.
Based on the spells that he cast, 2 teleport spells.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
So we leave Al Nuzat,
Mm-hmm.
possibly for the last time.
And you drive off in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And Jarek takes a nap.
Bitch takes a nap, Zori's driving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just try to sleep. It's 8 hours. That's a long rest.
It is.
Bess is on top of the coach like normal,
Sure.
kind of keeping an eye on things.
And you
See, that's the
pass
difference here.
a number of manors on the ocean front with guarded lawns and estates. A few people out on the road here. Some carrying large casks. Some carrying empty boxes and satchels of, well, air, because they're empty. But probably foodstuffs. And you keep going and you keep going. And Jarek and Vess get their long rest. Make
What you mean?
perception check, Zoria.
Can Azeroth help?
I mean, can I also make a perception check since I'm on top of the carriage looking
Vess,
out?
what are you looking out for?
Probably threats.
Okay. Yes,
Are you doing
Vess,
Zoria or as Azeroth?
as Zoria.
And is that was a yes? I can make one.
Yes.
14.
14.
Nope. I'm distracted by thoughts of the sky.
What did you roll?
That one.
Oh. Yeah.
Like, ooh, that cloud looks like it could be a wine bottle.
Mm-hmm. And Zoria is driving along. And curse you, Vess. Not gonna make it work. But Zoria is driving along, and you get about 6 hours down this road, Zoria.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking to yourself, as one does while they're driving for long periods of time.
My back hurts.
Mm-hmm. And you're like,
These horses kind of smell.
wait a minute. What was that sign half an hour ago?
Oh,
It's
motherfucker.
triangle. Okay, I turn around.
No one would know.
Nope.
She would just like turn around.
She
Keep
would
on
try
driving.
and keep the pace as even as possible so nobody notices the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn around.
And Bess
Every
doesn't
time I
even
do,
notice,
I get
even
a little
though
bit
like
Yes.
closer.
he's just like
Vets
lying
is
down,
like
cloud watching.
falling into a trance.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like a very wide curve.
Yeah. Like Vets is staring open-eyed at the sky, just nobody's home.
No thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too much wine.
Yeah. Feeling good.
Nice late spring day,
Mhm.
nice warm sun, nice wine. I'm
Mhm.
out.
And you come back to this estate after about half an hour. And you see this triangle that matches the triangle on your piece of paper.
Mm-hmm. Can we see a house?
Yes, about 500 feet from the road. There are a few candles on, and in the moonlight,
So it looks inhabited.
mhm,
Zora
there,
continues driving.
there are a few guards out and about. Two,
Hmm.
to be precise. One of them is standing at the front, and the other is walking. And you continue driving back
Yep.
the other way. Okay.
She's gonna find a place where there's no estates, I guess. Like
Like a field or a
not a
cluster of
field.
trees.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Like a nice camping spot.
A nice camping spot.
Sure. Okay. So you drive for about another another 20 minutes. You pull off into a little thicket
Mhm.
of trees. Um, Particularly one large willow tree and a few smaller trees. You drive the cart underneath and Vess, a branch just kind of like over your face, snaps you out of it.
Kind of crawls up and like peers over the front of the carriage. Sorry,
Hmm.
are we here? Are we
We
there
were
yet?
we were there 20 minutes ago. This is where we rest.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah,
Zora will bang on
rest
the.
sounds good. I was very
Mhm.
long, hard battle. Thus hops down and starts like setting up camp.
Mm-hmm. Zoria bangs on the side of the
On the
carriage.
roof. Yeah.
Hey, it is time to rest.
Wake up so you can effing rest.
As Jarrett just lays in the carriage, staring at the roof, thinking, "This is my life now."
This, can you keep watch?
Yeah.
As this will keep you company. Do not touch him. Unless he wants to.
Tell him not to touch me.
He doesn't care.
Well, neither do I.
Yeah, the owl just apparates
Okay.
on the roof of the coach.
Yes.
And Bess will keep watch.
Zoria will ritually cast alarm around the carriage.
Okay. around the carriage.
It's not a big area that I can encompass, so
Okay.
not around as wide as she can go. Let me
Sure.
see how wide she can get.
Well, you figure that out. Do some math. Circumference equals x.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Circumference equals x.
Yes. Solve for x.
Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
Or
It's
radius.
20 foot by 20 foot. So yeah, she does a 20-foot
Okay.
cube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you go to sleep, Zoria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zora needs her beauty sleep.
Let's roll perception.
The owl
And
too.
Fitch and Jurek. You don't need that much more sleep before you have a long
No.
rest.
yeah, Dirk will probably just start preparing junk.
19.
19? Owl?
Why roll with advantage? Because this
It
is a 6 plus 2.
is dark?
No, plus 3. Sorry. It is dark.
Yeah.
Well, it is sight, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is with advantage.
Dirk is clearly still recovering.
Fuck, I rolled a 6 and a 7, so 10.
10. Okay.
What am I rolling? Perception?
You're not on watch right now.
Oh, okay.
But Zoria, about 2 hours after your after you set up your alarm spell, you hear the bells just going off in your head.
Oh
And,
yeah, someone's getting lightning bolted.
and you
Oh
just
God, please say it's not
Oh.
Vess.
I believe Vess probably watched Zoria cast this spell.
Probably.
And
Oh,
deigns to
no.
stay inside of the box.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's pinging? Where is it pinging from?
And
Just what anybody would make
Zoria
sense.
bolts upright. And does
Yeah.
alarm tell you direction?
It does.
It does.
Mm-mm.
No? It tells you when the perimeter is
It just
broken.
tells you that the perimeter has been broken.
Okay. Then Zoria, make a perception check.
Wow, this dot is on the fat side. It is a 5.
It is a 5. Oh, this could have
Here's
been
how Zora
Vest.
dies.
It could have been Vest that broke it. You
No, I
see.
can set creatures that
Okay. That
trigger
don't.
it and don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
So
creatures don't?
something is within
What creatures
20
don't?
feet of us.
What creatures don't?
Range and larger than 20 foot. Whenever a tiny or large creature touches it or enters the warded area.
Can you exclude creatures?
And you
When you cast a
designate.
spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm.
Who are you designating?
The party.
Okay. Okay. You see Fitch, excuse me, climbing out of the carriage, presumably, or out from underneath the carriage, excuse me, because that's where he likes to sleep. As you awaken from wherever you are, and you see Vess sitting there, looking at something moving in the undergrowth, not maybe 30 feet from your carriage.
Vess is looking at it.
Yes, Vess is looking at it. Vess, what you see is a bobcat prowling through the undergrowth, trying to presumably get close to this owl that is hanging about.
Does it have a kitten?
Oh, ah! No,
We
Someone gonna
see
get
no
smashed.
kitten.
you see no kitten.
Bess is gonna look around for like a rock or something to like throw at the bobcat and see if it can startle it off.
Sure. Okay. Easy enough, Bess. You whip a rock at this creature, this bobcat, which you know you've seen bobcats before. And you throw a bobcat at the bobcat. Throw throw a rock.
Bobcatception.
Yeah, you throw a rock at the bobcat and it strikes it and just fucking like, and it just bolts.
What do
Sorry,
something
your
for a
alarm goes
rock?
off again.
It's the bobcat, right?
Presumably.
Does anyone have bow and arrow? I don't want to use spells.
Jared just looks out for a second and then goes right back to what he was doing. He's not going to validate this.
No one? Really? We carry no bow and arrow between the four of us.
Oh, I have bows and arrows. I'm just not going to spare any of them on the wildlife.
Checking the
Give-
cart.
Give. Give.
Throw a rock or a knife at them or something.
I
Bow and
already
arrow.
did.
Bow and arrow is a sure way to end the problem.
Gump, since Bess saw the bobcat, he'll do like a check around and see if it was just the bobcat or if there's anything.
Okay. So Bess goes out wandering. And you
Like
can
20 feet away from the carriage, like
yeah.
in a perimeter.
And you do notice that there's nothing out of place. It looks like a fairly commonly used camping site. You see various burn marks on the ground from other campfires. But no, you don't notice any other animals nearby that are awake and moving. So what does the party do in the wee hours of the morning?
Once they're done panicking over the wildlife. When do we want to go?
Anytime. Let me prepare my spells. Combat, yes.
I would assume, and probably magical traps.
Mm.
I mean, if he's anything like you, he's obsessed with throwing that blowing up toilet spell everywhere.
Jarek and Fitch, you are both 0 exhaustion.
Nice.
Hmm.
Spell magic. Counter spell.
Zoria, make
Lightning
a
bolt.
Constitution saving throw.
Why?
Because you drove
Hasn't
all
slept.
night
Yeah, but I slept.
for like 2 hours.
Then I went back to sleep. I thought that was implied.
Oh, after you drove off the Bobcat. After Vest drove off the Bobcat, Zoria went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is morning. Morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
Sorry, escape blizzard.
It's okay.
How far did he go?
No, not very far. I grabbed him.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you didn't
So-
get bitten.
No, he was going after my fingers, which is why he got out.
Mm.
Okay.
So Zoria goes back to bed for the full 8 hours.
To get out of there. Yep.
Like to
Gotcha.
think so, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Can I?
Sure.
Pretty please.
That's fine. Just pushes you to daylight.
She needs her beauty sleep.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, at some point, does Jerk stay in the carriage?
Yeah, given it's night or day, he'll stay in the carriage and
as the
be
sun
working at his potions.
as the sun starts to come up, Jerk crawls into the carriage and hides.
Actually, he'll probably just set up a tent because Zoria's gonna be sleeping in the carriage.
Oh, I figured Zora set
That'll
up her
get in the
tent,
way.
but whatever. Yes, Fitch.
Bitch will take the day to scout.
We'll do scouting.
The manor.
Okay.
20 minutes carriage drive. That's approximately an hour on foot. Should get me an idea of the terrain.
Fitch doesn't
Guards,
know where it is in
etc.
relation to where he is.
Zoria would explain.
Okay.
But Zoria would also say that she wants to recon as well.
But Zoria is also asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Zoria would say nothing.
Zoria would snore a little bit.
Zoria
Not
parked
a-
the
Wait
Not
for
a lot.
recon.
Zoria parked the carriage, was like, we're camping here, and went to
And
bed.
then conked out.
She did mention Vass. The estate was 20 minutes that way
So Vess.
to Vass.
The best, yeah.
Yes.
Vass
Ignore
wants to
them.
share.
Sorry there, Fitch. Zoria is
If
terrible
Fitch asks.
I don't
communicator.
care.
If Fitch asks Vess, then Vess could tell
He
him.
won't. He'll just kind of rattle around.
Climbs the tree.
Sits there a while. Goes down the tree. Climbs another tree.
I have this feeling like he climbs up a tree, finds like a little nest of like robin's eggs, and
Turns
it's
in-
like, ooh, breakfast.
The mother lands and he just grabs her casually and
Probably.
He's burned a lot of calories being sick, and so
Mm-hmm. And drinking formaldehyde.
Wait, Sickly
What?
Fitch actually was sickly.
Yeah.
that's a good point.
for a different reason.
Now, which disease did he cure on himself?
All of them.
It only
I
cures
doubt
one.
that.
No.
If I add that to my repertoire, if I have any second level spell slots at the end of each day, I should just cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
So is it like midday when Zoria wakes up?
About noon.
Is noon. I am rested. We go.
at noon? Is Dirk's just like, yeah, sure, that's not a problem for anybody else. Oh, let's go.
Well, I mean, we could maybe talk strategy where we.
Yeah,
I
Jerk,
will
let's talk strategy for about 7 hours.
Yeah,
Strategy
no, that sounds
is
like a plan. Let's do that.
we'll get close to house, the state itself. I do my magic. And I scout. I see who is where and what is where.
Okay, but what else?
Do we want to leave somebody like maybe a feathered friend watching the carriage?
Feathered friend couldn't do much if anything happened to carriage. I'd
Bitch is
say
making gestures again.
Is he casting something? Is it good or bad?
I don't know.
This one is
Bitch, is it-
wondering what the point.
Go ahead.
This one wants to know what the purpose of this whole operation is.
Murder.
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 Murder
was-
who?
I want spellbook.
I mean, that's
Everybody else is
really
like
based
murder.
upon
This
spellbook.
is where he's like, spell book.
Murder to get spellbook.
I just haven't figured out which one of us is gonna die.
If if servant is helping Castlemere, does servant die? Or does only the mage die?
I mean,
Anyone who
I'm-
Do we
doesn't know,
slaughter the friends in their beds? Or do we keep them alive? Do we
Well, it's
burn the
noon.
manor with them in it?
It's noon, so
I
anybody who's in their bed probably doesn't need to die.
The
They probably
concept still
already died.
stands.
I'm pretty fluid in my concept of who gets to live and who gets to die.
Sure. As long as Castlemere dies, I don't see any reason to kill anybody we don't have to, but they're probably gonna make us.
I mean, we don't even know Castlemere's actually here, but I figure, you know, taking his father-in-law hostage might be not a horrible tactic.
This
Yeah,
one
no,
thought
that
murder
was
was
fine.
the only plan. Now it's murder and hostage?
Like I said, I'm fluid.
Yep. Stay fluid.
This group killed Castlemere once before, did they not?
Nope.
Not.
No.
How does this group ensure it's the same?
We
The
don't.
same as what.
don't. I guess it'll be much more difficult this time.
I mean, are you
Try
very
to-
particular in who you kill, Fitch?
This one does not want failure to repeat itself.
Oh yeah, you're in the wrong group.
We
Yeah,
have good
buddy.
you're
doctor
wrong group, yeah.
now.
Oh yeah, no.
no.
You might want to look for further employment elsewhere.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Now, what were you saying, Zoria?
You saw him cast teleport, yes. Can
Well, I
Zora
saw
know?
the end result of him casting teleport.
Can Zora know how powerful? Well, she knows how powerful that spell is. So I'm not going to lie to you. This will be difficult.
Yeah, I already said I'm not sure who's gonna die, didn't I?
I have counter spell prepared, but I cannot guarantee its efficiency.
I don't
Were
suppose
they
any of you read what the father-in-law, anything about him.
I mean,
no.
Gump, how
Like-
much in the book did it say about Whitehall? I mean, it say it was Castlemere's father-in-law,
Mhm.
right? But
Yes.
anything about him?
He was not mentioned nearly as much as Casimir, due to a lesser standing.
Vess will actually just pull out the book that had the passage regarding Castlemere and Whitehall,
Yeah.
and toss it into. Actually, we'll like slide it into the tent that Jarek is in with
Yeah,
it open.
Sure.
Yeah, Jarek was in the
Yeah,
tent, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
And with it open to the page.
Casimir might have married down.
Oh, interesting.
That's good. That means we're not entirely likely to face off against two mages per se, but hey, the night's young. Maybe we'll be surprised.
Maybe the rest of the resistance is with him.
I mean, he'd be a fool if he didn't have guards. And chances are he already knows we're here, so
Yes, there are chances for that.
I don't think there's a chance. I think it's a guaranteed point.
Hmm.
I mean, okay, if he's not here, what's the plan?
I think you
Well,
had a good idea, Vess. We
that's
kidnap
why
the
we s-
father-in-law.
That's why we scout.
This is the thing. Do we kidnap and try and hold us hostage, or do we murder to leave a message?
Well, no, if the father-in-law is here, we definitely want to kidnap him.
Would he come for that? He didn't come from his nephew.
Apparently, he thinks his nephew is incompetent, and you know what? He's not entirely wrong.
No. His
Vess, you
father-in-law.
okay today?
Uh,
You've been a little spicy for a few days now. You all right?
Are you thinking that I need to do some personal check-in time?
You're right. Shouldn't have asked. Okay, so yeah, if we find the father-in-law, kidnap him. Otherwise, I mean, let's not kill people just to kill people. That would be wasteful.
Yes, that's not.
Wait, what?
If they try to kill you, you can kill them, unless it's the father-in-law.
But otherwise, killing people is a waste.
Yeah, there's no reason to just run around murdering.
So what do you take us for? We murder with purpose.
People that murder people, they're also homeless. Wait, we have home. We are not hobos.
So, Fitch, any more questions?
This one has nothing.
Yeah,
Does
I
this
know the
one want to-
feeling.
Does this one want to add or contribute with sharpness? Unexpected sharpness?
Did you say sharkness?
Sharpness.
Sharpness.
The
I
Fitch
think
will not just respond, just kind of sit there.
Fine.
we're good then.
Yes.
I don't know about that, but yeah, we're ready to go possibly kill.
And possibly die.
Hmm?
It's good to keep our options open.
So you set off. Theo, jeez, I hear you, girlie. So you set off for this manor on the ocean front. Zoria
Mhm.
leading the way.
I
Jarek
will lead the way.
draped in his clothes and
Multiple
cloaks.
cloaks.
Fitch potentially crabified.
Nope.
No? Birdified?
Mm.
You're a sparrow? Fitch is a lizard.
No. Fitch is Fitch.
Okay. Fitch,
A lizard, yes.
make your disguise check, Fitch.
I'm not disguising myself today.
Okay.
Well, there is a slight chance that these chuckle fucks think of diplomacy before they think of moto, so. Actually, no. No, I'm not wearing my disguise. I'm not wearing my disguise today.
Okay. Theo, it's okay. And Vess walking behind, taking up the rear. Quarterstaff rhythmically thumping along the ground. And that's where we'll pick it up next time. For those of you that have joined us this evening, I hope you had a fun time. I did. Fitch saved the day potentially with that lesser restoration.
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, roll it, make a Constitution saving throw, Jarek and Fitch. Just see what would have happened.
Okay.
Huh.
10.
Fitch would have been
15.
at 3 points of exhaustion, and Jarek at 1.
Did they eat syphilis contaminated meat or something?
It was
No,
the poop, right?
It was the
it's
poop.
called the sewer plague.
Oh.
Yep.
They failed their saving throw
Con saves.
for being exposed in
Oh.
the sewers. You two succeeded.
I see.
I don't think Vess had to make one. Maybe.
Vess
Vess
made
was
one.
not-
You only.
Because Vess
Vess-
didn't go
Yeah.
in.
Everyone
Yes,
made
Vess-
one, I'm pretty sure.
was
No,
not
my
dipped in
recollection
shit.
is you only made Fitch and Jarek do one.
And Zoria.
You made them when they
That's
when they had contact with the
With who?
Blood.
Yeah, I think Zoria was made to make one, but she rolled well.
The roper never
Oh,
got
wow.
you. And you
Yeah.
didn't end up in the poo.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nor did I fall in
Right. So
while
maybe,
walking.
yeah, maybe you were fine.
I don't know. Go back and watch the recording.
Yeah. But
My notes say
anyway,
all.
anyway,
Anyway.
thanks for watching, and we'll come. Let's see you Monday. Peace.
Ba-ba-ba.